You're about to enter one of the most potent moments of the year for accelerating the manifestation of your goals and dreams. The collective energy is about to ramp up with powerful waves of forward-moving, action-packed progress. This is not only accelerating manifestation and new beginnings, but also triggering a deep phase of healing-focused spiritual awakening. Tune in with me and get ready to receive the angels' messages all about this with spiritual guidance for the new moon cycle spanning from April 17th through 30th, 2026. On April 17th, the new moon in Aries is bringing in a fiery wave of acceleration and activation for humanity's collective process of consciousness rebirth. Rebirth is such a powerful theme at this time, as during this new moon, we'll have 9 orbiting bodies in the sign of Aries. Aries is the sign that embodies new beginnings. It contains the world axis where all new creations begin. It also represents a consciousness of pure and confident self-knowledge, direction, and clarity on your identity and life's purpose. As such, the time is ripe for awakening to a whole new level of self-awareness and gaining clear direction on manifesting the next steps for fulfilling your life's purpose. This is the perfect time to take action and shift your consciousness to manifest any personal new beginnings you'd like to create in your life. To help you with this, I'll be opening up enrollment to my Angel Alchemy course soon and taking a group of lightworkers on a month-long journey to learn about manifestation from the standpoint of the ancient mystery schools of alchemy. To kick it all off, I'm giving a free masterclass on Sunday, April 26th at 12 noon Eastern Time on the 5 keys to manifesting miracles with the angels. The masterclass will be value-packed with tons of channeled angel messages on this topic, and everyone who joins will get early access enrollment for my upcoming Angel Alchemy course too, in case this work is calling to you. If you'd like to join the free masterclass, click the link I left for you below. Now, keep in mind that the world is currently retrograde free until May 6th. So this is a doubly powerful time to move forward and manifest in the direction of your choosing within this Aries spirit of confidence and clarity. This is going to be a forward-moving, action-packed time for fast progress, and the angels have tons of guidance for us on the exciting shifts ahead of us. So let's get right into the angels' 3 messages for this moon cycle. All 3 of the messages I'm about to share will apply to you and to your path in some way, but if you'd like to get a sense for which message will contain your leading theme or spiritual lesson, then pick a number now, 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you're feeling drawn towards will be your leading angel message. Ready? Let's dive into it. The angel's first message for this moon cycle is that now is a powerful opportunity for you to heal yourself. During this new moon, the sun and moon are tightly conjunct Chiron, the wounded healer. Aries symbolizes the I am, our sense of self, our identity. Chiron in Aries symbolizes a wounded identity based in victimhood. You're now being strongly guided to transcend old self-limiting stories and beliefs you've held about yourself in the past. This is in preparation for a rebirth for your identity. In order to manifest a new reality, you need to shift your relationship with yourself to match that new reality. Self-healing is therefore one of the key principles to claiming your personal new earth consciousness, your higher consciousness of love, your self-empowerment that makes you a magnet for attracting the life of your highest soul intentions. We'll be going much deeper into this in the upcoming free masterclass I'll be giving on April 26th, so if this is calling to you, be sure to sign up via the link below. Now, one of the special qualities of your identity that is under a healing spotlight is authority and leadership. You have the power to be the strongest authority and leading force in your own life. You're being guided to shed all past illusions and wounds of unworthiness and negative self-judgment from your self-concept so that you can claim that power. The angels want you to know that this is a crucial step for you in fulfilling your soul's highest purpose and helping to usher in a new earth and higher timeline of events for your life. When the angels put it that way, what they're telling us is that self-love is part of your heaven-sent spiritual mission in life. When you love yourself unconditionally, you see yourself as God sees you and claim the unlimited divine power of your original divine nature. That includes being a leader who manifests an unlimited expression of love and fulfillment in your own life. Now, this healing is also going to put a spotlight on any past wounds of abandonment or disclusion that you experienced in the past. Being abandoned, whether physically or emotionally, tends to leave a lasting impression. Abandonment has a way of strongly shaping our self-concept by instilling feelings of self-resistance or shame within in response to being abandoned. The common assumption here is, I was abandoned, and so I must be unworthy of love and connection. I'm therefore the cause of my own pain, and for that, I am ashamed. The healing light of the Creator is about to shine bright into wounds of this nature. That light is revealing where these wounds created distortions in our perception of ourselves, others, and the world. And it's helping us to claim the truth. The truth is that you are unconditionally worthy of love, and it is time to transmute those past wounds into profound, irrevocable self-love. Aries also represents vitality, power, and will force. So as we transmute wounds of the identity, we are stepping into vital self-empowerment and alignment with higher divine will. The angels are with you now, helping you to transcend past limits you may have unconsciously placed on your power and heal wounds that seemingly blocked your power in the past. The angels want you to know that all healing echoes across all levels of being. This means that what you heal in the mind and spirit, you also heal in the body. Physical healing is coming up very strong this moon cycle, so be sure to offer up your healing intentions and trust in the guidance you receive from there. The angel's second message for this moon cycle is that now is a powerful time for spiritual awakening. The current energy is triggering spiritual awakening and higher consciousness at an accelerated rate. This includes stepping into the abilities that naturally come with higher consciousness. The power to create the reality of your higher will is one of those abilities. And you don't just do this through human action steps. Your consciousness itself is the leading force that creates your reality. You are being guided towards an awakening of consciousness that helps you to claim your manifestation abilities. Again, we're going to go deep into this topic in the upcoming free masterclass, so be sure to sign up via the link below. And if you want to go even deeper after the masterclass, know that I will be opening up enrollment for my Angel Alchemy course afterwards so that you can take a deep dive into this work and learn how to directly experience manifestation with the angels yourself. Now, as I mentioned earlier in this video, we currently have an Aries stellium, meaning a huge concentration of cosmic bodies are in Aries, bringing us a strong, fiery Aries vibe to this moon cycle. This means you might be feeling a rising urgency to act, harness your power, take action, and surge forward. You have a blank canvas for moving forward and rewriting your life right now. This begins with an awakening of consciousness, in which you rewrite the foundations of your beliefs and perceptions. Incredible clarity and life-changing realizations are highly possible during this time as you move into this shift. Now, by April 26th, we'll have all planets in either fire or air signs. This is huge. This is a very rare energy that symbolizes powerful divine realization, leading to consciousness expansion, higher awareness, and spiritual awakening. Fire, representing the divine spark or spirit, consumes air, representing consciousness, in order to breathe and expand. The fire of our inner divine spark, which is the presence of God within, is rising out of the depths of the unconscious mind and stepping into the light fully and consciously. This is helping us to feel passion and to get incredibly clear about what our soul purpose is and how to take action to fulfill it. So trust in the big passions, ideas, and realizations you receive during this moon cycle. Your consciousness is blooming open and receiving downloads of new insight, and right now is one of the most powerful windows all year for becoming aware of that insight consciously. Essentially, if you have been searching for answers, direction, or a new path, Now is your time to receive it, and it's all coming in with huge conscious connections to your divine purpose. The angel's third and final message for this new moon cycle is that a new way of life is being activated in our world. During this moon cycle, one of the biggest astrological events of 2026 is occurring. Uranus is moving out of Taurus and into Gemini. This is a huge event and is setting us up for a new 7-year cycle, as Uranus will remain in Gemini until 2033. During our Aries new moon, Uranus is in the final degree of Taurus, then moves into Gemini on April 26th. Uranus is the planet of revolutionary change and innovation. It is the outsider, the thinker that lives at the edges or fringes of society. Growth happens at the outside leading edge. Now, Gemini is the sign of nonconformity. So essentially, the outsider is aligning with the nonconformist to create a whole new way of life. When I tuned into the angels for messages on this, they communicated that many of us are going to receive downloads of divine guidance to learn how to live in a way that is altogether different than what we were used to in the old world. This might mean living off-grid, breaking out of the 9-to-5 work cycle, finding alternative ways to source your food, or creating new earth communities. Essentially, the overculture of the old world contributed to the breakdown of families and communities. The new waves of consciousness that we're now receiving are activating us to heal families and create new communities. In order to do this, we may need to step away from the components of our societies that create a drain or a conflict on our peace and on our harmonious connections with others. Now, this new way of life is absolutely a good thing, but it may come with some temporary side effects that look a little intimidating. Instability and volatility are flowing around expressions of Earth's energy, including money, banking, currency, farming, and food supply. No matter what shows up on the public world stage, the angels are lovingly encouraging you not to go into fear. Fear is a waste of our time and energy, as this volatility is only a temporary part of the transition into the next phase of life. Create your reality from love and faith rather than fear. Focus on what brings you a sense of deep fulfillment and gratitude, and expand that. It's also worth noting that some of this volatility has a huge potential to center around the USA, particularly related to political leadership and foreign affairs. Remember, the old structures and leaders of top-down authority have to lose their power and crumble in order for the new to take their place. Society as a whole is more rebellious and revolutionary until about 2035, so keep expecting to see big examples of the power returning to the people and strong freedom movements around the world. Now is the ignition point for this. Truth is that ignition point. And truth is going to be on the rise as the old is dismantled, paving way for the higher perspective of the new. The angels want us to know that new earth is birthed by speaking the truth powerfully. And this Uranus into Gemini shift is going to bring huge shifts to communication and truth sharing. It will also activate innovations in transport and technology and communication with extraterrestrial beings and higher dimensions. All of this will change our way of life on planet Earth over the next 7 years. And it's kicking off right now with this new moon. Remember, if you want to learn how to be an intentional co-creator for what that new way of life will look like for you, then you'll definitely want to join my upcoming free masterclass on the 5 keys to manifesting miracles with the angels, taking place Sunday, April 26th at 12 noon Eastern Time. Everyone who joins will also get early access to enroll in my Angel Alchemy course, where I'll be taking a select group of lightworkers on a 1-month deep dive into the manifestation secrets of the ancient mystery schools and teaching you how to shift your consciousness to manifest with the angels' help. By the way, even if you can't make it to the live masterclass, I recommend registering because I'll be sending out a replay so that you can watch it later on in your own time. I am so excited to connect with you in the upcoming masterclass and share the angels' messages on manifesting with you. Until then, thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell, and know that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!